what was it like for you to play a parent of a teen, of two teens, when your kids are quite a bit younger?
Yeah. It's certainly different. The parenting, the parenting stuff is different. But I remember being parented as a teenager. Like I remember those relational dynamics. And so I draw from that. But I think honestly, what informs me the most is being a parent myself, because I know what that like line is between wanting to love your kid but also wanting to make your kid be something, and like how much of what I'm doing is really for their benefit or is it for my benefit? And I catch myself in those moments when I kind of go into the Cindy lane, or I try to. It's always a learning process as a human in this world. But it is, I'm able to understand and see what that journey is, because when you have kids, you just want the world for them. You want the best for them. And your version of the best is not always their version of the best, but it's hard to see it when you're in it.
What has the time travel element of this been like? Because you were a teen in the 90s, right? So like did it feel like going back to the 90s for you? Like what did it feel like?
Oh, yes, absolutely. I mean, it felt like I was watching my teenage self while looking at Kiara, because two of us also look uncannily similar. especially especially her 93 version, because I never learned how to do my hair when I was in high school, so I kind of stayed in the 93 version. Minus the glasses, but that was pretty much me.
I mean, I keep getting like Everwood vibes.
Oh,
Yeah.
someone tweeted a picture of her in 93 and me as Hannah Rogers, like side by side, and it is insane.
Yeah.
I was texting with her and Tia. I texted them both and they were both like, ah, like it's so crazy. So that was fun, but also just like wearing the mom things. I'm like, my mom had these jeans and my mom had a skirt just like this, and putting on the different outfits. And I like the couches and the snacks. Oh, the snacks in the cupboard. Like I ate those. I mean, it's just like a fun, nostalgic trip down memory lane for sure.
I mean, does it feel kind of weird because like 90s fashions have kind of come back? Like
Yes.
I feel like the jeans would be very easy to find now.
Very easy to find. In fact, so we came home from the premiere from Cruel Summer, which had us in hotel rooms decked out with all this 90s stuff. They said, take home with you. So we did. We took it home. I took home a caboodle that had like butterfly clips and chokers and a giant inflatable chair to sit in. And the next day, I have a picture of my daughter decided to dress herself in a totally 90s outfit, which came from hand-me-downs from her neighbor. And so she's wearing these jeans, looks so 90s, shirt looks so 90s. She's wearing a choker from the caboodle and a scrunchie, and she's sitting on the inflatable blow-up chair, just like with her legs crossed, just looking over to the side. I'm like, you are a 16-year-old in the 90s right now. Like you are 6 years old, but you're 16 in the 90s. I like snapped a picture. It was so crazy. But yeah, the fashion is coming back and the music is so good. I mean, the soundtrack to the show is just killer.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's been very fun, but then also weird because I'm like, people would just wear that now. That feels really alarming. That 90s.
No, well, that's just kind of what we do, right? We don't just cycle through the looks.
Yeah.
In the fashion world.